So what if you found out I had a hand in 9/11? Would you still like my comedy?
Excellent question.
Hello. Oh, I can see you now as well.
Hey,
How
nice.
are you?
Been a fan of yours for a while.
Oh, nice. How's
Yeah.
your day going?
It's been all right. Not a lot going on. Got a lot.
Really?
Yeah, I got a lot like I'm dealing with in life right now, and today has just been kind of whatever.
A lot. What are you dealing with? What do you want to talk about?
Like I watched what you post, and I was like, how do you deal with all the hate that you're getting, which in my opinion is not justified. But then again, you throw yourself out there, you say a lot of controversial stuff, which I love and respect in that. I think
hmm
it's fantastic.
I don't
Certainly.
care. I don't care about hate at all. It's like if anyone is at home commenting mean things on the internet, they're a fucking loser. So it's like who are those people? You know what I mean? If it was
Yeah,
like Barack Obama sending me hate comments, I might be a little bit upset, but these are not our future leaders,
say the least.
you know?
Yeah, don't think about it too much, eh?
Do you ever post hate comments to
No,
anyone?
no, not
No.
even the people I like severely disagree with. Like, there's plenty of stupidity out there, and with the advent of the internet, we can see hatred and stupidity communicated en masse, and I refuse to
Who do
participate in
you
it.
hate most in life?
I'm not a big fan of the concept of hatred at all. I think a lot of people
Mhm.
believe what they believe. They have a lot of strong.
You hate someone.
Well, certainly, I don't actively think about these things though, but I do, I don't like to target anyone in particular. But it's like I feel like I'm stumped. I feel like if this was a test, I'd be failing right now.
For who you
Uh
hate most?
yeah, like for hatred. It's just something I don't like to participate in with
Mm.
hatred or fear
You're
and it's
you're all live, laugh, love.
one might be able to say that. I
You're
think it's
positive. Well, it's funny if you're like a generally positive person, I feel like my comedy would be hard to swallow because I feel like it's just so mean.
well, the thing about, being positive is accepting anything that is mean. And it's like you can't pretend that there's not ugliness out there.
So you even accept and don't hate the ugly.
That's just part of reality. That's just part of the paradoxical nature of the world and humanity. And I do actually have a philosophy degree, so I think about this stuff a lot.
Oh. So what if you found out I had a hand in 9/11? Would you still like my comedy?
Excellent question. Basically, I can't even like realistically picture that.
Okay, maybe that's too out there. Maybe if you found out I had a hand in shooting that United healthcare worker.
Well, from a purely Kantian perspective, killing anyone is bad. From anyone who's going to want to justify that incident, which a lot of people are very happy about that, you have to take a purely consequential look at it of saying,
Mhm.
you know, everyone is well aware of the chokehold that insurance companies have on the healthcare industry, and that guy was, a prime example of that.
Bad.
He was very much heading the operation itself. But think about the end. Did you ever see the movie Wall Street from the 80s, Charlie Sheen?
Mm-mm.
Well, I was gonna spoil the ending. There's a
Spoiler.
lot of movies that
Watch
follow
it.
like plot line where like the good guy defeats the bad guy, and then like he meets the bad guy, and the bad guy says, "Buddy, I'm just like you. I'm just a guy trying to get by."
Well, so here's a question, philosophy major. The trolley question, right? Trolley is
Yeah.
going towards a downer path. It's about to hit 10 orphans who have never done anything wrong in their life. And you can pull the lever and it'll hit the United healthcare worker. What does your philosophy tell you? Do you intervene with fate? Can
Well, I
you
mean,
quantify life?
well, that's the thing is like you're now aware of the whole situation. You're aware of the lever and your power within it. And so either way, you've chosen for someone to die.
Right.
So no, I'm pulling the lever and it's
You're pulling the lever.
United Healthcare guy,
Yeah.
if you must know. But
I
yeah,
think that's the right answer.
I think it's cool how you sort of like indulge in the darkness of the world. You just throw it out there because we live in, a culture that likes to just make positivity ultra cheap and try
Yeah.
to make everything
We
ultra
make
cheap.
everything cheap.
Yeah, and there's some things that are intangible, like, love.
But
And,
even love becomes cheapened by like Hallmark and, you know, pop music.
and thing is, like that just love is inescapable. It's like the sort of thing that we exist in whether we like it or not. It's like many philosophers say that it is like this metaphysical aspect of the universe, which we cannot escape. But
Metaphys Well, do you think that's because it's like the propensity to create? Like love is almost like if you on its most like molecular level, it's like a undying need to create. And so we just keep doing it. Does that make sense?
hang on a second. Where'd I put that book? I don't know where I put that book. I have the copy of The Art of Loving by Eric Fromm, which is a very analytic, psychological
Like
standpoint.
I get that.
You should. Eric Fromm, psychologist, Art of
Uh-huh.
Loving. It's very analytic. It's a good piece.
Do
It's
you work in philosophy? Like, do you use that degree?
uh well, my other degree is in economics. I double majored. And I got laid off in January and I've applied to probably 800 jobs and nothing is panning out yet. I
Maybe this will get you a job.
please, I've been making more connections and actually when I was in college, I graduated 2 years ago. I was actually DJing throughout the city multiple times a week and that was my main source of income.
And there it is. How many minutes does it take into a conversation with a guy before you find out he's a DJ? That's something you have to disclose immediately.
Immediately, like, for some guys, it's a red flag. I think for me, it's a green flag.
Okay.
'Cause-
What kind of music do you DJ?
Well, at those gigs, I just play to the crowd,
Mm.
and in in the cities of Ohio, you're gonna get all
You live
people.
in Ohio?
I live in Cleveland. I'm coming at you from Cleveland. I went to school at Ohio State in Columbus,
Whoa.
and grew up here in Cleveland. And um, I'm trying to find a corporate day job and take take music as far as I can.
Have you ever considered, okay,
Please,
hear me out.
always.
Philosophy has the power to change humanity and people, and like we don't engage with it enough. But what is more accessible to people is music. Have you ever considered using DJing as a form of mind control and embedding your philosophy ideas in your sets? So it's like the beat's going do 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 do, and then you press the button and it's like, you know,
Love is metaphysical.
you know.
Well, as you're right, and as a degree holder in awareness, I'm sure you'd be able to figure that about
My
me.
God, you know that about me?
I watch a lot of your stuff. I've been following
Yeah.
you for quite
Awareness
some
is
time.
troublemaking.
How does it feel to be so acutely aware of reality and what's going on all the
The
time?
thing, I don't think my degree worked because I mean, actually, I will say I'm hyper aware and it's debilitating. I think awareness is the antidote to happiness. What philosophy is that?